vicious circle that we fell in. Like, it's crazy, but we really get stuck into it. So this lesson is going to help you every time you're going to feel this kind of sensation. Replay it, because it's going to help you so much. Okay.
Yes.
Watch it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So let's get into it. And it's going to be divided in sections as the last one, but today I'm going to talk about procrastination, probably in a way that you've never heard before. So let's say that we have a healthy life equation, because as well as our body requires a complex equation of so many balanced conditions, as we said before with your patient, to be healthy, energetic, to be healthy actually. We as soul experiencing and living this earth life experience require some specific conditions to be present and expressed in our life in order to be happy, at peace, to live joyful, fulfilling life. I mean, our purpose,
Yep.
So let's say that this equation of our life in order to live our purpose is having these three components properly developed and aligned to each other. So we have to have one at least or more desires. And this is actually what you really, really, really deeply want. Because we all know, looking deep into our hearts, that we have something to realize, something that we would like to live, we would love to create, to experience, or whatever. I mean, we deeply know. Then we have to have the values aligned with the desires, because those are the fundamental beliefs that leads us in our day-to-day life. So they are the ideas and the informations that are grounded into your belief system, and so into your body. Okay, and so they are actually your autopilot. We're going to see it in the next lesson, where we're going to talk about the subconscious mind, the subconscious parts of the mind. But yeah, this is actually, as I said in the last lesson, in the next, in the previous one, the subconscious mind is the one that leads you, that guides you, okay, throughout your days, because it makes you doing stuff repeatedly through habits, because it doesn't want to move you from your comfort zone, doesn't want the new things, doesn't want the new occasions, the new stuff. Okay. And then so those
I have a
values.
question.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah. So is the subconscious linked to the lower self? You know, we have the lower self and the higher self. Is the subconscious connected to the lower self? You
What
know
do you
anything?
what do you
I'm
mean
good.
by lower self and higher self? Sorry.
You know, that was years ago. I was reading about it. The lower self is the one that is kind of lazy, that doesn't want to do much, while the higher self is more of an achiever. Like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna do this. That the higher self is the one that governs you, tell
Mm.
you how to get. Yeah, like how to go through life and achieve your very best. While the
Mm-mm.
lower self is always there telling you, no, you don't have to do it. You can sit back. No, no, you don't have to do it.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering if the subconscious
Yes.
is, yeah.
Yes, it is. It is absolutely this way that you're saying this. It's absolutely this, because it's, the last time we talked about where our mind is located. We can say that we said that the mind is the both the uh, physical part of your soul, so it is the soul in your body, but is also the non-physical part of your body, which is the soul. So I mean, we have this connection, we are this connection between the highest part of ourselves and the
Mm-hmm.
lower part of ourselves, our consciousness. We as conscious being, we have the ability, and you're about to discover this in not in the next one, but in the next one later on. We have within our consciousness 6 faculties that we can use our imagination, our will, our perception, our memory, our intuition. I'm feeling, I'm missing the sixth one, but the thing that I want to tell you is that when we are not aware of that, of them, we let the lower part of ourselves, so the subconscious mind, so that part that doesn't want us to change, to use those parts of our consciousness. And we keep replaying patterns of behaviors and of thoughts, of playing the same yeah, the same playing the same game with your thoughts, with your negative self-talk. Because of that, because of we let the subconscious mind guide our conscious one.
Right.
Okay, this is why we let ourselves say like, okay, you know, this is this part of our mind, of myself, that is talking so loud to myself. This is the lower one, and it's telling me that I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. That who am I to, you know, expect to want to even desire something like that?
Right.
And then you find yourself, because you are born and you are raised up in those kind of environments, you find yourself surrounded by people that cannot really help you, because they cannot understand that you are in a kind of journey of developing and expressing yourself. So they're kind of, but what you're doing? What the fuck is going on within
Right.
yourself? You know
Right.
what you're doing, because you know you're changing, you're seeing things differently, you say things that you never said before. You know what's going on, what's going on, and it happens, you know.
Yeah.
And we let our body fall down within those thoughts and those voices, just because we don't have the control of those faculties, of those parts of our conscious mind.
Right.
Because of the stress is actually physically ruining the brain. I mean, it's degenerating parts of our brain, of our prefrontal cortex of the brain, because of it is disconnecting neurons, the stress. This is what the stress does. It's
Yeah.
normal.
It
Okay.
does.
Yeah. And but the problem is that the prefrontal cortex, and as we said, the cortex, the entire cortex of our brain, is the part that hosts the conscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
You see the contrast, it is ruined, and it also hosts the conscious mind. So how can we do to gain it back to control? We have to know how it works. We have to
Yeah.
know what are our gifts. Because as I said the last time, we have this mind as a gift. We
Mm-hmm.
have this energy. We are this
Yeah.
energy, and this energy flowing within us, because it's a gift. We have this consciousness. We have those ability to feel inside of and outside of ourselves and elaborate those inputs, because it is a gift. Because we can create. Because we can elaborate them in a way which is the real manifestation process, which is always happen to you also, but maybe unconsciously, that you have also done this, which is you have imagined something in your head, maybe that you wanted, or maybe that you didn't want it, but you focused your attention to it. And this is the important things, because the universe doesn't understand the negative, uh, the don't want, it doesn't understand the don't.
Right.
Okay, it only see what you see. So what you focus your attention on, it works that way. So
That's true. That's
it
true.
is how it works. You have always worked this way. You have always imagined things, then you have always repeated those things into your mind. Maybe also because it actually, we will see this in a few lessons before, after that, but it requires actually, and you have to emotionally be involved within your body to let those images being wired into your subconscious mind, actually, because it needs the feeling and the emotions to be lived within this image, with this image in mind, to let this image be put it into your subconscious mind, physically into your nervous system. So what happened is that you do this process unconsciously most of the time, and you don't recognize that you are creating the life that you sometimes you don't even want.
Right.
Yeah, and this is what happened. This is what happened, and what you are about to discover in few lessons is that you have the ability to actually think for your own, to be for the most of the time conscious, and to create new values that let this lower part of yourself that now is saying you things like you don't have to do this, why you should have to doing this stuff, it's not worth it. Yeah, during the journey, I mean, it requires time, a lot of time, and a lot of work and a lot of self-talk, positive self-talk, and a lot of love for yourself, and a lot of really exercising and understanding how it works, how it really works, and how yourself works inside. You will see that this lower part is going to change in a way that is going to sustain you more instead of sabotaging you.
Right.
It's going to tell you, oh, fuck, I'm so scary, but, let's give it a try. Let's see what's
Right.
next, okay? This is what we want. This is what we want. We say, ooh, who knows what's next about that? What is
Yeah.
behind this fear? What is waiting me on the other side of that? But
Right.
yeah, and we are properly conscious in that moment where we are reaching this kind of stuff with our subconscious mind. We are also in the condition with owning our conscious mind, and we will understand that when we are feeling this kind of fear but excitement, but kind of this sensation of what's next, what's about fear, but excitement, but fear, but excitement, we are also conscious that we can take this step because we have the courage. We consciously know that this fear is here for help us to understand it. On the other side of the fear, there is just a part of you that you didn't know that existed before.
Exist. Right.
Yeah,
Makes sense. That's so true.
that's the truth. And this
Yeah.
is where I would like to lead you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yes. Yes. So does this answer satisfy your question, Dave?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes. It did.
perfect. So can I keep going?
Yes. Of course.
Of course, perfect. So this is the equation that we need to actually realize in our life. So we